from Tom Cruise on how he explains it from his perspective. But as a leader, what responsibilities do we have? So let me ask you a question. Let's go through a series of questions together. And I ask this for myself all the time. How long you been in this business? How long from the day you committed to this business? Maybe how long since you've been an MD? How long since you've been an MD? How much money do you make? When we go on the Leaders Bulletin, does it show watch next to your name? Does it show $100,000 ring? Does it show 250, 500, 750, a million, 2 million? What does it show next to your income? How many people on your team make $100,000 your income? How many make 50? How many make quarter? How many make half? How many make a million? How much money you got saved in a bank account? This whole business is about you becoming financially free and building a business of leaders that also become financially free, because if somebody helped you become financially free, now it's your job to do that for others, right? So how much money you got in the bank? I remember the first time I saved 20,000. I'll never forget it. It was life-changing. I was like, there's no way in the world I got 20 in the bank. First time I had 50, I was doing backflips. 100,000, couldn't believe it. $1 million, I thought it was like unbelievable. When guy Vargas tells me he's got $2+ million to $2.5 million in the bank, I love hearing that. When guy tells like, yeah, I bought my dream house and we're doing this and we got a few million here and blah, 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 blah. I love all these great stories I'm hearing about. How many guys on your team have 50K saved up? Do you even track that? Do you talk about that? How many got 20? How many got 100? How many got a quarter? How many got $500,000 in the bank? $1 million in the bank? It's one of the most important things I ever talk about with my guys. Ask any of the guys that were with me when we were smaller. How often I asked them how much cash they had in the bank, how much they had in their IULs. I always talk about how much money I had in my IUL, how much money I had in my VULs, how much money I had in my mutual funds, how much money I had saved up. It was always showing, this is how much money I'm saving. It was in their face all the time on how much money I would save on a monthly basis. They could see it at any given time because that's the name of the game, for you to become financially free and to help them become financially free through your example. So now, what's one of the most annoying things about this business? Let's talk about the most annoying thing about business or life, in sports, in social media, in marketing, in our business. You know what sucks and it's annoying? The flipping Leaders Bulletin. It sucks. Because the Leaders Bulletin either says you're doing an amazing job, or the Leaders Bulletin says you're not. The Leaders Bulletin says you're a great builder and you've changed a lot of people's lives. The Leaders Bulletin says you got some work to do. The Leaders Bulletin says, man, you came out of the event hungry as hell. Leaders Bulletin says, not really. You came out of the event kind of casual. The Leaders Bulletin says you're not mentally checked out. Everybody else mentally checked out. They're already going into Cabo. Your team is not mentally checked out. You're going to the very last second before you go to Cabo. You're kicking ass because you want to say that you did the most. And when you go to Cabo, you want to out-recruit everybody while in Cabo. The Leaders Bulletin says that. Nobody can lie when it comes down to the Leaders Bulletin. As a matter of fact, let me show you a video here from Tom Cruise. I saw this video.